Brandon, obviously at the end of last season, you talked about how much you wanted to improve the running game. Obviously, it's the preseason, but to go out and rush for 215 yards in Kellen's first game calling plays, just what did you take away from how the running game performed tonight?
Yeah, I thought the offensive unit came to play. I thought the O-line, the tight ends, and the receivers really blocked their front well. And I thought our running backs did a nice job of making one cut and being really decisive. I thought we broke a couple tackles, and I thought if Isaiah's run had counted, it would have been even a bigger night. So I think it was a good start for us.
On the defensive side, you said the one thing you wanted to see was improved tackling. Overall, how did you feel it was tonight?
I thought for the first game it was pretty good, Joe.
Darius, 81-yard punt return touchdown. I mean, obviously, that's why you drafted him to be that type of explosive playmaker. But for him to do it in his very first NFL game, what does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, I thought that he was ball secure. I thought he was decisive. He set it up the way we wanted to, and then he finished it. I think you saw that elite speed that he has, and that's why we did draft him, for that game-breaking speed. But he's still got to earn our trust. Didn't take any big hits tonight, so that'll be the challenge for him, is when he really takes those NFL hits. But today was obviously a good start for him.
What did you make of Quinton's game?
Yeah, Easton. I love the way he got open on the long one. You could really feel the separation. That was a tough one that didn't go down. I thought Easton threw a really good pass on that one. But for him to bounce back at the end of the half, that 2-minute drill before the half was a really good drive for us. And then for him to get that matchup in the slot, I think that you've seen that throughout camp. He can make that guy miss. He can create that separation. He's got that backline target zone that we can really feature down there. So I thought it was obviously a memorable first game for him. There's going to be a lot to improve on, but I think you see the ability for sure.
What do you think of Easton, especially in that 2-minute drill?
Yeah, I thought Easton's experience really showed in the 2-minute drill. He really managed the clock well. He made a couple big plays with his legs. He found the back a couple times where that can be really friendly to you in 2-minute, because we had 2 timeouts, and then I think for him to throw that ball to Q on time, on target, to finish it with a touchdown, we really talk about the middle 8, and that was a big swing for us.
As a thrower, where has Easton improved the most since he got here?
I think in all ways, but I think his balance and his body position is leading to more accuracy, more consistent throwing. And then I think what he's done a nice job of in this camp, he's thrown the deep ball well. As you guys have seen in practice, he's hit a couple, plus 40-yard plays outside the red line, and I think he's locating the deep ball a lot better too. So he found on third down there was a basic, over the middle that he found that I really liked. Where he really saw his feet and his eyes working together and good accuracy. So, like I said, he's improving. And this was a good start for him.
The pocket poise seems to be the one thing, too, also that really sticks out. Is that something that just comes with experience, or had Kellen and Nussmeier been working with him on that?
Yeah, a lot of experience, but I think you see the playmaking ability, which is why he was such an outstanding college player. He's got really good instincts in the pocket. He can really feel when to slide and move, and then when, hey, I got to run. And so I thought you saw him use his legs both ways, to slide and move to throw, and then also to use his legs, to create first downs, running it too. So it was a good start for him. There's going to be some things that he'd like to have back too, but I just like the fact that he got a full half, and to finish that 2-minute drive, what I thought was really important for him.
How did you feel like JT Woods played?
I thought our secondary was pretty solid all night. I thought we put a roof on the coverage for the most part, outside of that one second and long slant where we missed the tackle coming out of the top. That was the one play that I didn't like. But I thought overall they played really hard, and I thought we tackled pretty well. We were connected. There were a couple penalties that we don't like that we're going to learn from in the secondary. But overall, I thought that group really competed, and I liked the play style of the group tonight.
The unsportsmanlike that he had, what's the message to him after a penalty like that?
Yeah, on that drive, that drive was a learning experience for everybody that was on the field, because the 2 penalties kept that drive alive. One was illegal contact, the other was the personal foul, and then we dropped 2 interceptions on that drive, one that probably would have gone for a touchdown. So, those are the things in the NFL. If you make mistakes against a good team, they're going to capitalize, and that's what the Rams did tonight. We made a couple mistakes, and they capitalized.
Rump and Tui, it seemed like they had some juice early on. What did you like from them?
Yeah, Chris's rush early on was big. It was powerful. Good get off, and to collapse the pocket, that was a quick win for him. But those 2 guys really played well, I thought, tonight. And the young guys, Andrew Farmer, Brevin Allen, Ty Shelby, Carlo Kemp, those guys I thought played with a lot of energy and physicality as well.
Seemed like the sideline went pretty wild for CJ, too, at the end.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, it's a historic performance. I mean, this guy, you know, as you guys know, his story is remarkable. You know, the International Pathway Program, this guy's never played, you know, in a game, you know, and for him to go in his first NFL game to have a sack, our guys said that if he was going to get a sack, they were going to get a 15-yarder. So we were prepared to take one there. But I think you just saw that sideline, and that's what the NFL's about. There's great stories like that, and game ball for CJ, and, you know, it's going to be a memorable moment for our whole team.
Thoughts on the 2 long touchdown runs in the fourth quarter? Just what have you seen from him throughout camp?
Well, he's a great dude, Joe, number one. He's kind of one of these guys that's just a gym rat, really trying his best on special teams to add value. And running back, there's a lot to learn from the pass protection and the pass route receiving type role. But he's trying to improve in all ways. But I thought what you saw tonight is kind of what we've seen since rookie minicamp, is that he does have a burst. He is decisive, and we think he can finish runs, you know. So even for his stature, he runs powerful. And so it was a good night for him, and happy for him because he practices the way you should practice as a rookie.